So selfless action, doing what ought to be done in the present moment according to circumstances without the expectation of any particular result. Now, that doesn't mean that the action's not directed at a result. Okay, we used last week the example of martial arts, combat sports. The martial artist has a result in mind to vanquish the enemy, but there's no expectation. Expectation, again, simply refers to a mode of relating to the world. When we're caught up in expectation, we're caught up in the future. We've projected a future into our own minds, whether we know it or not. Our expectations can be present without us knowing. And then we act hoping to bring that expectation into reality. What makes it an expectation is the degree to which we are involved and dependent on that result. So how do you know if you had an expectation? Disappointment, frustration. Or on the other side, if the expectation is met, we have that involved joy, that egoic satisfaction. When her work is done, she forgets it. There was a question that was asked of the Swami a number of years ago after he had released one of his books. And the question was, do you feel a sense of accomplishment at having released another book? And his response was no. There's no feeling of accomplishment. Moment to moment, you have your obligations. You perform one and move on to the next. It's once again this idea of not allowing the mind to linger in the past. To be clear here, this is not forced. This is once again this notion of wu wei. You're not forcing anything. The reason that the master's mind can forget the work when it's done is because she is disinterested. Her attention has better places to be than how well did I just do? Because there's a present moment meeting her. I'd rather meet the present moment with my full awareness than 80% and spend 20% of it thinking about the past. You're going for surgery. What percentage of the surgeon's awareness do you want in the present moment? Are you happy with 50%? Would you be happy with 70%? 80, 90, 100? Now, whatever you're doing, performing surgery, driving a car, interacting with loved ones, interacting with strangers, going for a job interview, you do best when your full attention is there in that present moment and meeting the circumstances. When you're in that state, you naturally forget the work that has been done. It's not that you force yourself to cut it. Your attention is where you know it should be, here. And when her work is done, she forgets it. That is why it lasts forever. This kind of action, this selfless action, performed based on obligation, without expectation of result, fully in the present moment, this kind of action has power. You are doing what needs to be done in the present moment. If you like, you're an instrument. That kind of action has power. Its effects ripple forever.